Hello and welcome to a live game. This one's going to be Bryle in the mid lane with OD. We haven't seen much of OD in this patch, and we're just going to hop right into this. This is a live game, and Bryle is rank 4, right? There's a... I mean, everybody has their own name. I'm RTZ. This guy's clearly not, but he's rank 9. Borgov here, or Bryle, he's going to get soul sucked. He's going to kind of just run back. He should be fine. Some of my graphic settings just make these cosmetics look poor. I think it's definitely my settings. Oh, but they have the lift off, the invisibility that was stolen there. They do have the imprisonment though on the DP, and that should slow down the DP there. All right. So initial thoughts just on draft alone. Hang on, as he gets soul siphoned here. Bryle does need to be a little bit careful. He's getting a little, doesn't actually have... I mean, I think he's got the salve on the way. Oh, no, he's buying tangos. Interesting. And he's actually doing a walk of shame. He's walking all the way back. He's been pushed out of the lane. I mean, you need to be safe. Probably would have been better if you had some regen on that, but he didn't really have the foresight for that. Didn't know that the Rubik was going to be there and make some of those plays. And again, if you're new to the channel, we're going to kind of watch from the perspective of the single player, right? I think in this case, it's going to be, I mean, it's Bryle here. We just want to see some camera work. We want to see how does he rotate? What does he do? 1-for-1 trade so far for the Jakiro versus the LC. So it's a pretty good trade already. Last hits, though, he's only 19-4, 20-4 now. Versus the 23-11. He does need a little careful. So XP-wise, his DP is going to be up there. But he's been rotating around, wasting a lot of time. So you kind of balance things, right? I felt like the DP, you need to stay in the lane and push. Get your level 6, do some chip damage on that T1, and just try to force that down as quickly as possible. Once those things are down, the mid ones, then you can probably look to rotate with your team. Soul Siphon is just going to be vetoed, so to speak, by the imprisonment. And here we go, the exorcism. This is the first one of the day. He's going to look to just run up on him. Like, he literally, this is what you do as DP. Bryle, he's like, okay, shit, I need help. Fairy Fire doesn't really have enough. The birds? Oh, he's fine for now, and he's getting so low. He does need to be a little bit careful, but that TP from the Ember... Sorry, we're going to have to see exactly where that was, because he's getting a little super low. The regen is there. Can he get it? Oh, they have the chains, the Fairy Fire. He's trying to walk by, and the Sleight of Fist was just enough, and he gets rewarded with the regen. So a nice play by the Ember there, but hang on. What is this lineup? Ember gets low. I think he's going to get killed by the Rubik. He does, even with a regen or not. Nice rotation by the Rubik. Exorcism, I mean, the DP was a little too aggressive. Going beyond the T1 into the, you know, between the T1 and T2, probably not the smartest thing, and he paid with his life for that. But, I mean, he thought he could just chase him down. He does need to be a little bit careful with that. I think that was a pretty big misplay by that DP there. DP here is, I think, rank... Sorry, we just saw this, but rank 9. So the guy knows how to play. I mean, when you're rank 9 in the world, right? Or an NA. You kind of know what's up. But hang on, what is this Ember? Hang on, what is going on? Hang on, I gotta see exactly who's doing the last hits. Okay, so the Juggernaut is the safe. Oh, this is super awkward. It's an Ember 4. And that's why the TP was happening and everything. Okay, alright. This is not something you see every day. Hang on, what is this Ember doing? Maybe he's 272. Okay. Alright. I mean, we've seen some pros do this. The Ember support. I'm not a huge fan of course. The Soul Siphon doesn't have Exorcism, so he doesn't need to be a little careful. 27 more seconds here. And then here comes the Imprisonment, and the Bash is going to come through. But they do have a decent number of creeps. And here comes the IO. He's got the heal, and that should do a lot of work. And the Spirit Breaker's continuing this. Okay, I was going to say, don't want to go into that. And they have 4 heroes mid. I feel like this is a 2K game, no? 2K MMR? This is like where everybody's just like, group up mid, let's go. But space created, I guess, for the Sven. Not ideal. Wow, that Sven is on fire. 94-7. Holy crap. 94 and 7. Hang on, we gotta see. Like, this guy's been farming like crazy. Nothing into Warcry, straight up into Great Cleave. Okay, so this guy is gonna be a worry, and they found the Jakiro, the Exorcism, especially with the tether there. They've got the TPs. TPs are underway, but he's only level 6, and the Haste Rune is gonna be committed, as well as the Omni, and it's bouncing all over. And they found the IO, and they found the DP as well. Rubik is there. He's going to get charged here. He's looking to TP away. That's never going to happen, especially with that Spirit Breaker there. So that was a good fight. All at the cost of the Jakiro, who I guess was bait. I did not see that one coming. I thought that he probably should have been in a... played things a little bit safer, I would say. But not the case here. OD is going to go straight up Ags. TPs are coming for the DP. LC as well, just gonna make use of that space, right? And it's gonna be about 10 minutes here, but good God, this Sven, 118. Let's check this out. Sven is by himself. Hang on, where's the IO? He's by himself. He's just trying to use the creep. Yeah, he's gonna die here. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. This guy's clearly tie, because 5, 5, 5, 5, 5 just means a lot of laughing. And we need some more laughter in this world. But Sven, my good God. Good God. 127 last hits. That's probably some of the most last hits I've seen in a game that I've casted at the 10-minute mark. That is pretty sick, actually. Let me see his net worth. I'm afraid that he's going to be so shot up. Yeah, 6,000. You got the Jakiro. They're going to little fight in action. Relocate away. And he's going to be just in time. They don't have Exorcism. But this is the power. And this is what you want to be doing as a DP. Oh, the Ice Bat does connect, and the charge is there. The Stormhammer is going to be committed on the Spirit Breaker, but not really hitting on more than one. Juggernaut is also here. Slight in the chains, and they're going to spin to win. He does have a DDs, but he's going to back up here. Doesn't have Exorcism, so he can't really fight. Oh, he's got the lift up, and they have the silence. Oh, and the pullback, but the Astral Imprisonment will keep him alive for now. The Imprisonment and the Magpire are just doing a lot of work on that DP. He gets blown up by the triple Remnant there. The charge in as well, so they've got a 2 for nothing. So it looks like they've baited him out, and they're looking to focus on the T1 mid here. Sven, I probably wouldn't have fought there. I think that they thought they had it. I mean, if you had Exorcism, it's a different story. But it looks like they're going to fight and protect their T1. The Imprisonment is going to just kind of lock him in. The Ice Path is going to slow him down. But, sorry, I can't read these guys' names. Can continue to farm here. 6,360. His net worth. Holy good God. 11 minutes. This guy's doing well. I mean, the stacks are probably there as well. Yeah, when you have an IO just kind of overpowering you, just letting you do a lot more damage. Makes things very quick. And to the MOM, look how fast this guy is. Yeah, this is the guy to watch right now. I think that this Sven is going to be all on him. I mean, yeah, he's 0-0-0, but he's level 10. That's not what I wanted. Last hits. 148. Not even 12 minutes. How many of your cores are at this level? Relocate. And they're going to steal some ancients here. Okay, and they get pulled back. That's an interesting way of using relocate. Stealing ancients. I mean, it's not even a stack. Okay, they got the steal, but he just stole the totem, and he's been chained. He's going to use the totem, but the Omni's there. The heal, not really doing much, and he's by himself. And yeah, they're going to let the Bryle take that one. Oh, they have the chains on the LC, but Pingu is going to back up here. He's going to go phase into Yules as a position for Ember. Exorcism. Okay. If you play DP, this is the way. Okay, the nice duel here. The charge, it's going to go on him, but the Exorcism is already going to be used. The heals, Bryle is just trying to do work. He drops the hammer, but not doing a whole lot of damage. And then it looks like they've got the T1. The spin is not doing enough. The DP is still alive. Does need to be a little bit careful. And here comes Sven, who's angry. He does have the second big item. Well, at least the medium item. But they get the LC, so they got something. But they got Juggernaut, which is massive. The Stormhammer, he's been avoided by the Slight, but Pingu doesn't have the mana or anything of that sort. And this is why the Ember 4 is not that great. Because, again, you're out of mana. What are you going to do? Right? You don't have a stun. You don't really have the damage. You don't have the items for that. So, you get blown up here. And Sven, so quick. So quick. Every single time. Right? What is he doing? Next thing, he's going to go Ags. He's going to be Superman, literally flying everywhere. And back to my point with this DP. If you play DP, you need to be looking at using Exorcism whenever it's off cooldown. And not just using it willy-nilly, but taking objectives with it. Notice that every time he's casted Exorcism, like a giant fight ensues, right? And the reason for that, I mean, it's great, like, but you're attracting attention and you're creating space for your Sven, who is starting to ball. He's starting to get a little out of control here. He's what? 2-0-1. KDA not the highest thing, and especially as a core, you don't really need that right now. But he's just been able to farm like crazy. Like, this guy has just been completely on point. Haste used by, excuse me, stolen by the Rubik. It's gonna go Aether Lens. Oh my gosh, my voice. All right. LC has Blink. We saw that with the initial duel. Hang on, what's his dual damage? He has 0 dual. Excuse me. That was a hiccup. That actually. Here comes the charge, the ult. Now they're striking. They've got the Rubik spin, not enough. So they got something out of that. All right, they need to use Superior Vision to provide the Spirit Breaker the charges. Like, once they're in, they find that guy, they can just get that pick off and just end his life very quickly. That's what they want to be doing. If we're looking at Vision, Radiant really don't have strong aggressive ones. Whereas the Dire, again, they don't have the greatest of their own. So it's a Vision game. Chains, they found the LC. He's been imprisoned. Sladin is going to TP in. Imprisonment into the Macropyre Ice Path as well. He's going to just kind of heal the stolen Ice Path, and that's pretty massive. And here comes a relocate, and Jakiro gets destroyed here. Brings back the big bad wolf in Sven, and they just make quick work of that. That was just like a couple right clicks. Yeah. Power of IO here. Don't need boots. You got clarity. You got mech if you want to go. Smoke up. They do see the Spirit Breaker. And they've got the duel. They're going to commit everything. But as well as the Ice Path. Oh, but the Yules is on point. Well played by the DP. And then the lift up there. And yeah, he's going to die. Charge in. Oh, awesome. Stolen charge with the IO. How many times have we seen that? Oh, man. That was actually legit. How many times have I don't think I've ever seen that. Actually, I kind of want to clip that. That was hilarious. All right. That was, I've never seen that, to be honest. A stolen charge with an IO tethered to him, and they were running in. That was hilarious. Nonetheless, DPs continue to push. Perfect, right? And now he's in time for the T2. And the Exorcism is going to be committed. Again, this is what you get, right? Tremendous value. You've got your Sven there to back you up. And this is the biggest difference in net worth. The fact that the towers and the objective-based play that the Dire have been on have been able to kind of take this lead. This is the space. This is why taking objective is so very important. Okay, they got the charge up on the Rubik, who tried to charge away, but the Nether Strike was there and kicks him back, and they got the duel, but this is on the, okay, the Stormhammer. They do have Bryle. They do end up getting the winner chicken dinner. They get the dual damage as well. The Exorcism is still going to be used, and they got misses the silence. He remnants away, and that was all with the relocate. It's just so quick, right? This is the, like, Sven, he can get kited, but when you have, like, the IO potentially relocating him to places that he should not be, and the fact that the Ag's Stormhammer is just super ridiculously good. And here comes the spin TP. Yeah, he sensed something was wrong, played the safe route. And Juggernaut just has Battle Fury versus what? The Ag's MOM Echo Saber of the Sven. I feel like this... I wish all my cores would play like this. Rank 27, man. I can't read his name, but my God, this guy's been on point. Alright, so... Like, look, he's just sticking around. Playing it safe. Understanding that they have full control of the map. And he's just not... He's not going deep. He's not going, like, in a bad spot. Because he knows that Exorcism is down. Now that it's off cooldown, this is when you want to make your move. The Stolen Remnant, lift off, silence. Ice Path is going to slow him down. And LC does get the imprisonment. He's defensively used. And here comes the exorcism. They're trying to get the duel. Nope. Imprisonment, the second one. That's going to be committed. And here comes Sven. And now the duel is going to be committed. And winner, winner, chicken dinner going again the way of this LLC here. And what do? You've got exorcism already been used. Probably best right now to turn this into a Roche. Okay, some people would go with a T2 and then Roche, right? But you've already got the exorcism. And I think the exorcism is actually pretty massive in terms of taking down Roche. Plus, you're in such a good position. If you have Aegis now... Oh, wow. Wow, he almost died. Okay. Alright, there we go. Now the exorcism... Okay, the TP back. He TP's on the side. He's got Aegis as well. And now you can turn this in. The Nether Strike, and he's gone by himself. The TPs are coming, but the Spirit Breaker, yeah, he did some damage. But here's the spin, TP. And they want the Spirit Breaker. What are we having for dinner? Space Cow? No? Okay, DP, yeah. When he gets DC'd like that. Okay, but back to my point. Once you've taken Roshan, you get Aegis. And then Aegis on Sven means he's this unkillable machine. Now you can take any tower that you please. If they went with the T2 first into Roshan, potentially the Radiant could have fought into Roche, right? So that's why that call was so smart. In terms of the order, even when you had that slight advantage, when you were 5v3, and you're thinking, oh, we're right next to this T2, why don't we just take the T2? But this is the smarter overall play. You take Roshan when you get it, now you have Aegis, and this is just a tremendous power spike. The fact that, like, the Sven is almost unkillable, doesn't even need BKB, because the fact the amount of heals that they have on this team, and the amount of control, and the amount of damage that this guy's doing. You can't kite him. He's got Relocate. He's got Stormhammer with the Ags. Like, this guy is a beast. And the rich get richer as the DD is there. And they're... Okay. Interesting. I wasn't sure who's going to pick it up. But it looks like they're going to wait a little bit here. As the Sven here just kind of... is going to pick up the DD now. Interesting enough, he didn't see it before. I mean, I saw it, but, you know, I mean, I'm no ranked immortal player. But he's by himself. He's got DD. He's got Aegis. Like, this guy is super strong. And he's been tethered. Look at this. Look at how fast he's going to take these towers down. Warcry. All right. Yule's just to slow things down. And another DC by this DP. So the only thing that can slow this team down is their internet. It's the only thing. The only thing they got. But yeah, this is looking to be a super rough time, I would say. I mean, 9k down. This Sven is just getting fatter. Like, how is this Juggernaut with BF Yasha into Manta going to be able to fight? Like, there's a decent amount of magic, and the fact that you can be dueled could be potentially game losing, right? Any sort of team fight that happens that goes poorly. Like, I feel like Juggernaut, you got a long way to go. And this is, again, why Sven, pretty strong in this meta, right? We see that just how strong of a carry this Sven can be. If he especially was on play. The cleave, look at this. Look at how just, like, how many last hits does this guy have? How many of your cores have 306 last hits at 21 minutes? Even alchemists don't have this much. Oh, this Stormhammer from downtown Pingu. He's going to be kept alive there by the Ice Path. And he's gone a little too deep. And here comes the Astral Imprisonment. The Io is just trying to save him. Oh, the hammer's been dropped. The Ember goes down. The Blade Mail is going to be committed as well. And the defensive Astral. Okay, so they got the Aegis. So they got something out of this. They're trying to duel this, but they've gone too far. Okay, so this is how you throw. Stormhammer just doing the creeps, just kind of keep himself alive. And the Ice Path. Then I was talking about just how great this guy's been playing or whatever, and he just literally throws. Like, literally, there's no reason for you to be diving. I mean, the team wasn't even in position. Like, this is one of those things where your DP's in front, uses the Exorcism, and pretty much you can throw like that. TP's. Oh, the Imprisonment does stop the TP, and slot in is going to go down. DP should probably be the stolen one, the cheeky one, the Ice Path. Just slowing things down, buying a little bit more space. And here comes the charge, the DP. He's like, nah, I'll just use him away. I should be fine. And Bryle here is going to focus on this T1. So a simple mistake of over-aggression, not being with the team. And this is why, you know, this is why you can lose in Dota. Right? They were up 9k, almost 10k. And they've thrown that lead down to a 6k net worth lead. Pretty massive by that Sven there. pretty massive. Absolutely massive, actually. So this is why Dota can be tilting, right? You can do everything right, even the Sven. But that one death, where is it? 6-1 and 2. Just being stupid like this. One play. And now you got to be like, whoa. You got to hold the horses on this stuff, right? You got to make sure that you don't do this kind of stuff again. Like, you got to be careful. Like, these are the kind of moments you got to be super... Okay. LC, just more dual damage. But he's only got 40, which is not great at 23 minutes. Like, I feel like in this lineup, this LC should be doing way more work. He should be getting way more duels. They should be doing more ganks. Like, he should be dueling in, and then the relocate on top of that, and Sven just cleans up, and they just get the insta duel damage. Like, I feel like every time duel is off cooldown and relocate, like, so basically off this 75-second timer at level 2 relocate, they should be making duel damage. They should be making sweet love, so to speak, with this duel damage. Okay, the imprisonment, ice path. They found the DP. And they're looking to fight this. Here comes the relocate. The Stormhammer's on the back. Bryle gets blown up here. TP spin. And they do have the damage. Yeah, just the amount of work he has. With God Strength, this guy's just a beast. And they have the dual damage as well on the Jakiro. LC just cleaning up there. Chains. And my god, this is so underwhelming. This Ember 4. I'm so glad, like, this is not a thing. Like, yeah, it works for, you know, Neon Esports and all that, but blink forward. Macro Power is going to be committed to slow it down. Exorcism as well. But 23 seconds, you don't really have your 1 or 2. This is going to be at least a set of racks, maybe more. I mean, it's interesting that Sven is just trying to dodge the ice baths because he knows it's coming. Silence just blocking them both off. They got at least one of the Raxes, and it looks like here comes the charge. And yeah, they gotta be careful, especially with Juggernaut back. The Nether Strike, they throw back the IO. That's not the one you want to be in. The double, the crisscross of the ice path, and here comes the duel with the blade mail, and they found Bryle, and they're gonna go for this. They fade bolt as well, and they're trying to burn him down, and they do get him. That's dual damage going the way of them. And Gamer goes down as well. The Stormhammer with the Ags, and that looks like it's all she wrote here. The ice path has been committed. The heal up from the LC, the blink forward, and man, the stolen ice path just does so much work. As a Rubik player myself, it's just so good. The buyback even from IO. Spin from the Jugs. Just slowing him down. Oh, the Ice Path does connect. They could go for this. He goes for the Courier, the LC, and the lift up on the Jugs. And the Stormhammer from downtown. Oh, he Manta dodges it. Okay, and he Omnis, but he goes forward, and that's not the position you want to be. Oh, the LC solo, the Fabled. The spin, just not enough. And the Ember, position 4. He's trying to go for at least 2. And he gets Stormhammered and shut down. And that's diebacks galore. And they survive. Not a single person had died from the Dire on that one. Except for the IO. I mean, with the buyback. I mean, he died early, but... Whew, I think you just end the game here. But they're going to go slow. I mean, there's still 2. There's Bryle still alive. The charge forward. Does a little bit of work. And good God. What is this? Cooldown 6. Bryle dies again, just by himself. Not a goop game. This is just the power of taking objectives, knowing how the DP should be played in terms of just taking towers. Like, you created all this space for your Sven, and like there was really nothing that the Radiant team could do. Like Juggernaut, like in terms of his farming and everything, I felt like he was okay. I don't think he was at a huge disadvantage, and we'll check the graphs on that later, but yeah, they're just going to focus on this. Charge Nether Strike. They push him back. Ice Path has him there, and the Exorcism is now going to be used. The Ice Path is on the stolen one. They do have the lift up. And here comes the Juggernaut as well. They need to be careful. The Exorcism, yeah, it's there, but it's not actually healing. It's slow burn, I would say. And the buyback from the DP Yules up on the Rubik. And they have him charged back. Oh, he gets some decent steals. Here's this the duel. They found the Ember. He gets more dual damage. And he's winner, winner, chicken dinner. But this Spearburger's, I mean, the Ag's actually pretty good. 6-second cooldown. Drops the hammer, but he's got BKB. He doesn't really care. DP's nearby. Rod of Atos is going to slow him down. BKB will expire. Charge on the DP. TP away from the LC. He gets away, but the DP actually sacrifices himself for this. And the Stormhammer, oh my gosh, they're trying to go for this. And the heals is just barely enough. The imprisonment will just slow down this Sven. That's the big one. You need to be careful. And Sven is out and angry. They have the Atos on Juggernauts. And here comes the illusions. And the Stormhammer on the Jugs. He spins away. He gets barely alive. Does need to be a little bit careful here, but the DP is just trying to bait him out. The charge, he blinks forward, and yeah, the DP is probably going to go down. Yes, but the Stormhammer is enough damage. And this is that end boss, right? Like, how is this guy supposed to deal with this guy? He can walk in the Macropyre, doesn't have the vision, and the duel on the Jugs blows him up. Nice timing there. Macropyre, yes, he's got it. He's got Glimmer and trying to TP away. Do they have vision? No, they do not. And the Jakiro gets away for that. But the fight is still there, right? They got the fighting spirit, but unfortunately, it's going to be for a losing cause, especially down 18k. The relocate from all the way in, I don't know what that was. And yeah, now they're going to focus their attention on the actual objectives themselves and just end this game. Especially with this Sven, man. This guy was clearly the MVP of this game. Took it out, Glyph, just slowing things down. Cutesy Rubik play. Actually, slot in, though, this guy. This guy's something to look out for. 110. Like, there's a reason why. Like, he had good steals. He's finding on points. Just very quick fingers. So again, very quick game. 29 minutes is what we saw. But this is one of those things where it's all about space, man. It's all about space. Making sure that you create space for your cores to just get a decent amount of farm. And good God. 15-1-4, 24k net worth. Right? Perspective. Double the Jugs. Yes, he was snowballing. Yes, he was going crazy, but you're thinking, I mean, this guy doesn't have a BKB. How is he going to deal with this? Like, they had a decent amount of stuns. They had a decent amount of control, so to speak, with the Jakiro, you know, the imprisonments, the chains. Like, you have ways to deal with it, but again, it's coming back to this slide, right? This whole fact that, like, this DP is providing space. I mean, yeah, it's neck and neck or whatever, but the DP, he peaks a little bit quicker. Right? And the fact that he was able to get a good amount of space. And how many times did the exorcism happens where there's just giant team fights? So big MVP, like big props to this DP. I understand that he died a lot, 5 times or whatever. That seems like a lot. But there's a reason why he's ranked 9. Right? He knows how to win for the team, and the fact that, like, you're Sven, how does this guy get space? And how does he get a 24k net worth lead? This is clearly a team victory there. So really well played. Again, if you like what I do, please give a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys next time. We're going to try to keep this as consistent as possible. Just kind of move things forward. Thank you so much for your time. And please do give a like and subscribe again. I'll catch you guys next time.